Hello everyone, welcome back, welcome Star Family. This pick a card is about upcoming changes that will be occurring for you in the next 14 days. So 2 weeks from now, what changes are going to be occurring in your life? So if you haven't had a chance as of yet to pick a card on the table, by all means, please go back to the very beginning of the video. There are timestamps in the comment section as well as in the description box where you can go to the silent meditation portion of this video. Take as much time as you need to, pause where you need to in order to choose the card that draws you in the most. If during that time, let's say, you feel led to pick more than one, I always encourage you to listen to your intuition. If more than one is calling your name, by all means, listen to that. That's always going to be encouraged here. These readings are timeless, so whether you watch it at the upload time, weeks from now, days, months, years, whatever, that doesn't really matter. It's really whenever it's placed into your awareness and you feel that intuitive nudge to watch, there may indeed be a message here for you. Likewise, these readings are general. Can't possibly expect them to connect with every single person watching. There are things that may fit, may not fit. If there's something that doesn't fit, also don't try to make it fit, because at the end of the day, it is a general reading, right? So what I always say is, look, if this particular pick a card doesn't connect with you, perhaps maybe check out my pick a card playlist, because I have a bunch of readings there that you can have fun exploring. There may indeed be another message there that would connect better. And if I'm not the reader for you, when it's all said and done, let's say I'm not the one for you, that's okay, because YouTube has so many other readers out there. I'm pretty sure there's one reader out there that has the messages that you're looking for this time around. Okay, so with all of that being said, I'm going to get these off the table and we're going to go directly into reading number one. Pile number one, you chose this right here. There is a little message on the back, and I will read that at the end of the reading for you. Okay, I'm just going to put that here so you can see that that's what you chose. We're looking at changes, occurring changes in the next 14 days or so, right? Next 2 weeks. What changes are going to be occurring for you at that time? So let's go ahead and look at the tarot first. Sometimes I start with Oracle first, but this time around, let's go ahead and look at the tarot. Let's take a look at upcoming changes for you, pile number one viewers, in the next, 14 days. Let's see. See if we can get two more. Okay, for whatever reason, it feels like these two. Okay. Let's see what we have. All right, so we have the Four of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so this is definitely work or money related. What this is telling me is that maybe in the work front or money-wise, things have been kind of slow on the go. Maybe you've taken a time out or a break from work. Some of you, perhaps with the situation that the world is experiencing right now, some of you have been laid off. Maybe some of you are still laid off. Maybe some of you are wondering when you're going back to work. Four of Swords is a non-action energy. So whenever we get this card, we know that we're taking a break from something. We're resting or we're healing from a situation, perhaps. Maybe we've removed ourselves from a situation, perhaps taking a much needed time out. Sometimes it can talk about convalescence. So if some of you have been ill or not feeling well, this would be you taking a rest or a break so you can get better. But whatever the case may be, the Four of Swords is indicating a time of non-action where some of you just are not doing anything, or you're not as productive perhaps as you once were. But it looks like in the next 2 weeks, things will be changing. Things will be picking up the pace. You go from a Four of Swords to a Seven of Pentacles, which is showing you getting back up on your feet, maybe exploring new things, learning new things, maybe getting a new job for some of you. This could be about you in that time out that you had over here with the Four of Swords, perhaps reevaluating your situation. I think some of us who have been locked down for a while, or indoors for a while, or not working, let's say, have had the time to reevaluate with the Seven of Pentacles what it is that we want to do, what it is that we want to accomplish with our journey. Some of you have jobs that maybe you don't like, and during this time of being laid off, perhaps have decided, you know what, I don't want to go back to that. And then, here you are picking up a book and maybe learning about something new, something else that you would like to explore altogether. But nonetheless, Seven of Pentacles is about reevaluating the entirety of your situation, looking it up, down, left, right, and center, and saying, okay, what could I do different? How can I make my situation improve? How can I make my situation grow? Well, what this is telling me is that if you haven't been working for a while, or if money has been on the slow and go, if prosperity has, let's say, been slow in coming, this is saying that things are going to start bearing fruit, because you do have fruit. You have grapes in the background here, and she is looking at her orchard and seeing, okay, I've done all that I can do. It's a matter of, okay, do I continue to push forward and thrive and see what becomes of this? But she's on the brink of harvesting her crop. So what this is saying is, if you've been working, or evaluating your situation, maybe even working toward a goal, and let's say perhaps things have been slow. Okay, not all of you are going to be out of work, but for those of you who have had maybe progress slow in coming, this is saying that the progress is about to be had. For those of you who have been out of work, this is also saying that there's going to be an opportunity, and you're going to have a choice to evaluate your situation to see if you want to proceed further. You have cards of progress here. You go from a 7 to an 8. So this is saying that, yeah, progress is happening. If things have been kind of slow, they're moving forward with the 7 and then the 8. Perhaps you've done some, adjustments in your personal life, or in your career life, or in your finances. And now you're on the brink of, because of the work that you put in, okay, the 7 of Pentacles is all about toil and labor. Because of the work that you put in, you're about to yield something, all right? That 8 of Pentacles is talking about you putting your effort, your energy, your drive, your skills to work for you. You've done what you needed to do in the 7 of Pentacles to get this ball rolling over here with the 8 of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles, you've done the work to get the ball rolling with the 8 of Pentacles, okay? You have skills, talents, gifts that you could be putting to work for you. It looks like here you're learning how to do that. Again, I can't help but think of the book. And this is you having put in the know-how. You have the knowledge, the wisdom to see this thing bear fruit and earn your just rewards. You're already on progress from 7 to an 8, so it's a flow here. You're in flow towards increasing your money, increasing your prosperity, maybe balancing your budget and your finances as well. If money has been slow in coming, it's going to start coming in, start rolling in. If you've been without a job, you're going to be able to put your skills to work again and have those skills and talents pay you for what you do. So this is good to see. You're on the move here, okay? Now, what this is also feeling like is that if I have to sum it up, right, it does feel like you're on the brink in the next 2 weeks or so of moving past any previous limitations over here with that 4 of Swords. Because you have all this quiet, all this non-action, to then getting up and getting to work in whatever form that takes on for you. Okay, so money's going to start to be rolling in again. You're going to be putting your gifts and talents to work again. You've had a chance to reevaluate the entirety of your situation, I think, with the 4 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles. Remember, the 4 of Swords is all about mental acuity, mental energy, where you're contemplating, you maybe even meditating on some things. 7 of Pentacles, you reevaluating those things that you're thinking about. And then the 8 of Pentacles is ready to take action on it, ready to get to work on it. All right, so I feel like some of you have had a lot of time to think about what you want, maybe what you don't want. Because sometimes the 7 of Pentacles will talk about cutting away things that aren't bearing fruit in order to help the rest of the plant grow, right? If some things aren't working with that 7 of Pentacles, you have to trim it away. Just like any good gardener will prune dead leaves or branches, because you don't want the plant to continue to give life force energy to the branches and the leaves that aren't alive or not working. Same thing applies in our everyday life. Sometimes we have to cut away the dead fluff, the dead branches, the leaves, whatever is not working, because there's no point in giving our energy to that anymore. So what we do is we end up focusing on what is working versus what is not working. And I think that Four of Swords timeout that you had probably gave you enough time to do that and reevaluate, reconsider what it is that you really want to put your energy into with that Eight of Pentacles. But now that you've done the thinking, it's starting to pay off. So the next 2 weeks are going to be a shift from rest or from non-action to action. Okay, that's what I'm getting from this. So I do want to take a fortune card here for stack number 1 viewers. Whoa, okay, so you had a lot fly out, but this one flew up, face up. It says, world, be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. Now, doesn't that apply? Absolutely. Again, where there was quiet, it's not going to be quiet for long. So maybe enjoy the rest that you have for now while you have it, because things are going to start to pick up and get busy for you. New possibilities are going to be opening up to you in your everyday life. Again, some of you could be landing a new job, maybe even learning a new career. Putting your skills to work in some other endeavor, perhaps, maybe a change of pace altogether. Remember, the world is a graduation card. It's a leveling up. So it kind of feels like a leveling up in the sense that you might, you might end up switching careers or getting a better job, making more money, or doing something that's more in alignment with you. It's also an energy of completion, a successful completion or conclusion to a situation. So I can't help but think with this energy that maybe this energy of non-action was needed to reevaluate where you're going or what you're doing moving forward, because it's shifting you in a better direction. Also, if you lost a job, it feels like in the next 2 weeks that came to a successful conclusion, because something better where it's more suited to your talents is going to be coming up instead to replace that job which was lost. So it's saying just be open to the possibilities, because things are going to start picking up, and it's feeling like things are going to start to be available to you now. I want to grab a Making Magic here. Let's see. Oh, and your candle just went out. I'm going to have to replace that. I just want to get one of these first. Power symbol, it says cleanse, purify, protect the physical body. Right here is that Four of Swords. If there was a non-action energy or a timeout or a quiet period where things just weren't happening, maybe you needed that timeout to get your head on straight, to cleanse, to purify, right? To take care of yourself. Four of Swords can definitely be a self-care card. Let's see if we can get one more for you. Okay. Water. So some of you water signs out there, work with the element of water for healing, purification, and refinement. Okay, so we already have 2 cards that are indicating a cleansing, right? A purification. So what this is telling me is that it kind of feels like in the next 2 weeks, the universe is just going to be clearing things out of your life. Again, the idea of the Four of Swords, which removes itself from a situation in order to maybe rest, recuperate, heal, contemplate, meditate, remove itself from a negative situation, maybe some drama, maybe from people, from places, from things and situations and environments. So I feel like that removal, okay, the universe kind of like took you out of a situation to kind of clear your energy in preparation for something else that feels like it's gonna put your skills and talents to work in a better way that's more aligned with you than you were doing before, if that makes sense. Okay? It does feel like the universe is like, you know what, let me get this out of stack number 1 viewer's energy field in preparation of something else to come. So let's read this card here to see what it says. Okay, wait a minute here. That's what you chose, and it says heart healing. Mourning now has had its time. Do not pay it a single dime. Emerge from the darkness. A new day starts. Let light embrace the healing heart. So again, 4 of Swords is healing energy. So you're gonna be healed after this. Again, purification, cleansing is what this feels like. It belongs to the 4 of Swords. These 2 energies feel like it belongs to the 4 of Swords. It does feel like a time of healing is coming to a conclusion. It's concluding itself with the world, and new things are about to pick up and get moving. So yeah, the healing energy of the 4 of Swords has come up in this card. Purification and cleansing in these 2 cards. But it does feel like it was necessary. It feels like necessary preparation to prepare you for the work to come. Okay, so stack number 1 viewers, that is what I have for you for your reading as far as upcoming changes in the next 2 weeks. If you feel that this has connected or helped you, please do let me know in the comment section, because I do enjoy hearing from everybody. If you want to support this channel further, consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe, and click that little bell for notification as well so you don't miss a video, because I upload pretty often. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, all you have to do is check me out on Etsy. All my information's in the description box. Visit my shop in Etsy, see what readings I have available, and you can book a reading whenever you feel guided to, okay? So much love to you wherever you are. Take care and keep shining. Stack number 2 viewers, you chose this doorway here. This does have a little message on the back. I'm going to read that at the very, very end. This is about changes, upcoming changes for you in the next 14 days, 2 weeks. What will be occurring for you in that time frame? So let's take a look at the tarot. I have the Everyday Witch Tarot here for you. Let's take a look. Stack number 2 viewers. Let's see what upcoming changes will be occurring for you in the next 14 days, 2 weeks. Three cards. So stack number 2 viewers. What changes will be occurring for stack number 2 viewers in the next 2 weeks? Okay. Oh, there's 3 there. All right, let's see what we have. Oh, wow, the Judgment energy, the 4 of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. Okay, why did I hear confusion? Confusion. I think it's coming from this energy here, because look at his face. He's like he's pondering something. He's breaking his head over it. Interesting. Okay, so I feel like the Judgment energy is saying, look, there is a change and a transformation that is occurring for you. You have the chance right now to embrace the changes that are coming. To walk right into them, to surrender to them, to allow it to be what it will be, okay? The Judgment energy is that. It is a transitionary card. There's plenty of them in the tarot. We have the Wheel, the Death, the Tower, the Judgment, the World. You're walking into a new direction here, a new situation in the next 2 weeks. It does feel like this is a chance to liberate you from some things that maybe have been holding you back or stagnating your situation. Sometimes a 4 of Cups can be that stagnation. where you're like breaking your head over something, trying to wonder, you know, figure out what's going wrong, like why isn't this working. Sometimes it's an energy of dissatisfaction and a little bit of melancholy because you know things just aren't happening maybe the way that you want. Maybe there's a feeling of being deflated in some way, like disappointed, deflated, and a little melancholy over what's gone on or what's not happening. But the Judgment energy is kind of here to, what I'm feeling is this knocking on your door, and it's like you can walk through the door, or you can open the door when the knock comes. You have the chance to open the door and receive. It is a matter with the Four of Cups of shifting the focus to the heart space with that Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is a nurturing energy, intuitive, very caring and compassionate. What I feel like this is saying is the next 2 weeks, although you may feel a little confused about the direction that you're going in, maybe you don't even know what's awaiting you on the other side of the changes that are occurring. But the Queen of Cups is in flow. So what this is saying is to be in flow, just to allow it to immerse you in the changes that are happening. Allow the changes to just immerse you. Right? Let them wash over you. Let them do their thing. Be in flow with the changes that are occurring around you. She is water, right? Like Bruce Lee. Be the water. Be like water. And that's kind of what I'm getting from this. It's like, be like water. Yes, 2 weeks from now, there are going to be some significant changes that are going to put you on a different path, to walk in a different direction. Maybe even travel in a different direction. But be open and surrender to the changes, because what you're unhappy with right now, or what you're feeling confused and dissatisfied with at the moment, feels like it's just the angst of the change that you're really looking for. If you're feeling stagnant with that Four of Cups and you want something to change, and you're looking for something to change, the Judgment is about to usher the change in. It's actually, I'm almost looking at it like the Judgment's walking through the door, or going to be the one to knock on your door and present an opportunity. Are you going to be ready to receive it? Are you going to fail to see it for what it is at the time when it presents itself? Because a lot of times that Four of Cups will talk about a missed opportunity. And if you're looking for an open door, well, there's the keys. There's the keys hanging in the doorway. You're going to be able to open the door to the opportunity. It's your call. If opportunity comes knocking, you are able to open the door to it. But it does feel like with these two cards together, next 2 weeks will bring some opportunity, or an opportunity is going to come knocking and present you with something here that maybe would shift your focus away from what you're not happy with at the moment with those 3 cups. It can break you free with the Judgment of the stagnation that you feel, or dissatisfaction you feel over here with the Four of Cups. But you got to be ready to receive it. You have to be prepared and aware, because it could come knocking on your door in such a quiet way you might not actually see it, and therefore would lead to a missed opportunity. So what this is saying, in the next few weeks, try to be in flow. Changes are coming with the Judgment. They will present themselves probably when you least expect it, and probably when you're least paying attention. But the Queen of Cups, if she's in flow, and if she just allows this energy to ride itself through, like ride the wave of the energy that you're feeling right now, let it run its course, she is in flow. If she allows it to do its thing, you're not going to miss it at all. You're not going to miss a thing, because she's super intuitive. And you're going to recognize it when it presents itself. You're going to intuitively recognize it when it presents itself. Queen of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, if I haven't mentioned that already. I say change because of the Judgment. It is a transitionary card which ushers in change. and also breaks you free of things that were limiting you in the past. So in the next 2 weeks, you could have some changes that would break you free from any previous limitation to the point where you can walk into a new situation feeling a little bit more liberated and lighter for it. Also, you have the energy of the butterfly, which is a card of change, transformation, metamorphosis. Again, there's tools on the wall here. So it's also telling me you have the tools right here. The knowledge up here. Cat is a symbol of intuition right there. So it's also telling me you have everything you need, that when this opportunity walks into your door, you'll be ready to receive it, but also stay in flow, so that way your awareness is in alignment, that when the opportunity comes like this, presents itself at your door, you're aware enough to recognize it for what it is at the time, and that way you don't miss it. I do feel like the Judgment energy is kind of like Spirit trying to get your attention in some way. And right now, at the moment, if you're so caught up in, you know, let's say you're in the thick of it at the moment, Spirit's been trying to get your attention, and you might be failing to see it or hear it, okay? Because here is this little guy offering a cup, but this gentleman is not really seeing it. You see what I mean? And then you have the Judgment over here playing music, and he's not really into it. He's not really hearing it. So I do feel this is Spirit, ancestors, angels, your guides trying to get your attention, to give you, maybe give you a heads up that something's coming. I always feel like this cup floating in the background is like the universe trying to hand you a gift or a blessing in some way. I think Spirit has been kind of nudging you or giving you some clues with the Judgment, but you at the moment are so caught up maybe in the thick of what you're experiencing that you're not really seeing or aware of what's trying to present itself to you. However, Queen of Cups is also saying, look, if you shift your focus away from what's bothering you and just start to be in flow, you're not going to miss a beat. Intuition won't let you, okay? So let's see if we can get a fortune card here. Again, change is coming. Opportunities are going to be presenting themselves when you least expect it in the next 2 weeks. Maybe something also that has been on your heart for a while, because cups are about the heart, and so is the Queen of Cups. So it's something you've been wanting, maybe a change you've been desiring for yourself, a wish that you've been wanting for yourself, something in your heart that's been bothering you. It feels like there's going to be a shift in the direction of that to have it present itself to you in a way that with the Queen of Cups, it's, you know, it's in flow with you because all that water. Keep in mind the Judgment is a liberation card. So this is an opportunity to walk into a new phase, a new chapter, a new version of you. But stay open and aware to receive, because the next 2 weeks is going to be, it kind of feels like it's going to be, it's going to maybe take you by surprise in some way. And I say surprise because look at the little fish jumping out of the water. Kind of like the Page of Cups with the little fish popping out of his cup. Sometimes that talks about a surprise. But the shift that you're undergoing in the next 2 weeks are going to change things for the better. Just try not to put too much attention on what you're not liking at the moment or what you're dissatisfied with at the moment, because that can distract you from the opportunity or the blessing when it comes through. Okay, so let's see if we can get a fortune card here to help this reading, give us more information. Okay, one card for stack number 2 viewers. Okay. Whoa. All right. This pretty much aligns with what I was saying about the Queen of Cups, right? It says Moon, which is also Piscean energy, right? Pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. Now, pay attention. That's kind of like what I was feeling with the Queen of Cups. If she's in flow, she doesn't miss a thing. She doesn't miss a thing because her intuition always makes her aware. So the idea of pay attention, yeah, like I said, if you're too focused on what you're dissatisfied with over here, you're going to miss out on what's coming. Spirit has been trying to get your attention, right? That is an energy of paying attention. So pay attention to your intuition and move ahead confidently. There is energy of movement here. She is walking. I feel like she's walking towards you. And the Judgment energy does move you into a new chapter of your situation or your life. It is kind of like a cleansing, a purging of the old in order to make way for the new. When you free yourself up from the past and you let it go, you really are able to move ahead confidently. Okay, so let's see if we can get a Making Magic over here. At least 2 of these. Stack number 2, viewers. Let's see if we can get 2 of these little oracles for you. Okay. It says safe and happy travel, protection from harm when journeying. And I did mention travel over here with the Judgment, like movement. Let's see if we get another one. The Sun. Golden energy of the Sun brings fame and fortune. Okay, so maybe this blessing that's showing up and will kind of free you up from the past with the Judgment is going to bring you a lot of success and many blessings. We do see the little cup that's presented in the background. Again, I always say it's like the universe trying to present you with a cup of love or a blessing of some sort. But this is saying success with the Sun, happy times, good vibes surrounding you. So even with the Moon energy over here, if you're feeling a little bit confused, uncertain about where you're going, let intuition be your guide. Because you're embarking upon a new journey. The door is about to somebody's about to knock on your door, or an opportunity is going to present itself. It's going to take you on a new journey towards a new thing. You're going to be able to free yourself from the past in a way that's going to really be much better than this disappointment that you're facing at the moment over here with these 3 cups. By the looks of it here. But stay in alignment, all right? Stay in flow. Because you don't want the train to go by and you're like 5 minutes late to catch it. Stay aware and awake and alert. Because something is coming. Spirit's been trying to get your attention over here. But the only way you can really hear it is when you're in touch with your intuition. And this energy is talking about the intuitive energy of the Queen of Cups. It says protection from harm when journeying. So this is definitely a new journey. Whether it's literal, geographical, metaphysical, spiritual. There's a new journey you're embarking upon. And you're safe as you move into this new dynamic. I love the Sun because it's saying, it could be a sunny place, but it is saying that you're going to succeed. There's success surrounding you. There's good vibes and high energy surrounding their situation right now. Maybe it will bring money and fortune. Maybe better times are ahead of you. A shift in fortune really is kind of also what I'm getting from the Judgment in this card. For the better. So let's see what that says, because there is a message on the back. What? For real? Intuition. Simple, complex, words of pain or words that heal. You come to know truth by the way that it feels. Again, intuitive energy, Queen of Cups. Again, telling you to pay attention to your intuition because that is your guide. That is your internal GPS system of your soul. 3 cards mentioning intuition. Again, you don't want to miss it. Be alert and aware, listening to the nudges of your heart because it's guiding you over here with the right direction. And Spirit's also that little voice, that little, I consider it that little voice of intuition as well. And it's been trying to get your attention, but you might not see it over here if you're too focused on what you're feeling stuck about right now, right? So I love this. The cards are relating to each other, which is beautiful. So stack number 2, this is your reading. I'm going to leave you here. If you feel that this has helped or connected for you, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, and subscribe. If you haven't already, click that little bell for notification as well so you do not miss a video because I upload pretty often, and that way you also get notified whenever I do. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, all you have to do is check me out on Etsy, see what readings I have available, and you could book a reading whenever you feel guided to. So I'm going to leave you here. Send you much love wherever you are. Take care and keep shining. Number 3, you chose this beautiful little doorway here. There is a message on the back of this card. I will read it, incorporate it into your reading towards the end. I just want to get everything on the table first. We're going to start with the tarot. This reading is about the next 2 weeks, next 14 days. What will be occurring for you in the next 14 days or so? Okay, so let's see. What changes will be occurring for you in the next 14 days? Let's see. All right, 3 cards. Whoa, there we go. What do we have? Ooh, Ace of Swords. Let's see if we can get 2 more. Changes that are occurring for you in the next 14 days, stack number 3 viewers. Let's see what we have for you. 7 of Wands. And the Sun. Holy cow. Okay, it's beautiful. All right. So, what it feels like to me is that obstacles are over. In the next 2 weeks, you're going to be overcoming obstacles, challenges, difficulties. Maybe difficulties even with people, because a lot of times with the 7 of Wands energy, for whatever reason, I think of naysayers and people who just don't have your back and they're creating opposition for you for whatever reason. But you have the Ace of Swords over here, which is saying, look, there's a breakthrough moment coming for you in the next 14 days, 2 weeks that you've been really waiting for, anticipating, needing more than anything, especially if you've had obstacles and hindrances, blockages, people kind of creating angst for you in your environment, perhaps, maybe even in the workplace, maybe even family life. I mean, wherever people are creating opposition or just circumstance in general is creating opposition. This is saying that you're going to get that breakthrough moment to kind of free you up and I almost want to say throw you a rope, right? To kind of save the day and put you on a path towards the sun. The sun energy is all about success, fulfillment, happiness, joy, where you're thriving. So if you don't feel like you're thriving at the moment with the 7 of Wands, you're going to get your breakthrough moment where you're going to have a breath of kind of like fresh air. The sun is an energy of abundance, clarity of mind, enlightenment. So where things were kind of in the dark, again, the struggle, the hustle, whatever the 7 of Wands may be to you, this is shedding light on your situation. So it kind of feels like the worst of a situation is over now. That Ace of Swords is bringing that clarity, and so is the sun. You have 2 energies that actually provide that. Where the Ace of Swords cuts through the clouds and confusion of a situation where you're not really seeing something clearly, you don't really have the answers, and then boom, out of nowhere, finally, that breakthrough moment. You get the epiphany you need. You get the answer that you need. You get the call or communication that you need. And then it just gets the ball rolling. Ace of Swords is brand new energy. So all this brand new energy is trying to come in for you after a period of difficulty. And what it's taking to, or where it's leading you in the next 2 weeks, once this breakthrough comes in or communication comes through, where it's taking you is into a period of wellness, because the sun is that energy of success, abundance, prosperity, enlightenment, where the dark is over, the light is now shed on your situation, and you can see where you're going and what you're doing. You're not in the dark anymore. A period of struggle is now getting out of the way. It's getting cleared off of your path. There is also truth and awareness in this card with the Ace of Swords. So again, where you were left in the dark, you didn't know something, you will know now. If you were confused about something and you were wondering about, where this is all going or where it's all taking you, what is all this struggle for with the Seven of Wands, you're going to have your answer soon enough in the next 2 weeks. You're not going to be left in the dark, not with the sun. Sun energy is all about enlightenment. So if you're waiting on a piece of communication to come through, that'll be coming in the next 2 weeks as well. If you're waiting for a breakthrough moment after a period of struggle, that breakthrough moment is also coming in. And it's going to lead to happier times, good times. The Seven of Wands talks about, the things that we fight for, the fact that we have the stamina and the willpower not to give up. So kudos to you if you've been through a tough time, you haven't given up, you stayed the course, it's going to pay off. The sun is showing us that your struggles are not in vain. The Seven of Wands and the sun, that combination, definitely your struggles were not in vain. And you're going to have the answers you're looking for sooner than you think. Ace of Swords is just beautiful energy because it's like there's not a doubt in the sky or doubt in your mind when that card comes in. It also cuts things out in a way and clears the path. So I could also see this as what's not working, right? That's getting out of the way. That's getting cleared out the way in the next 2 weeks. But give credit to yourself for staying the course, even though it was hard, with that Seven of Wands. Because that sun is now going to kind of yield the result that you've been fighting for or looking for. Happier times to come is what I'm getting from the sun. The hurdles are now, like you've overcome the hurdles. I could also see that in the next 2 weeks, let's say, you've had struggles with a certain someone. I could also see how the communication will come through. You'll have clear communication with this person. You'll finally get to a point where you understand each other if you've been fighting with this person. Ace of Swords comes in to kind of clear the air and give you like a clear sense of understanding in this situation or dynamic with this person. And you get to a point where it's like, okay, now we can move forward, be happy together, get rid of all the angst that we were feeling in the connection or in our communication. It does feel like in the next 2 weeks the communication will clear up and you'll finally be able to understand each other. So if you stuck it out in a connection or relationship over here with the Seven of Wands, if you've had your talk, you hashed it out, it might just be, you know, it might be, if anything, be a really good thing that you got that out of the way, so that way you can enjoy better things or happiness to come. So let's see. Oh, I just heard news. So if some of you have been waiting on news, Ace of Swords will deliver it. And it feels like the news that you'll get will free you up from this energy of the Seven of Wands that has just caused you a lot of challenge. And there'll be something to celebrate as a result of whatever news comes through. Okay, so I heard that too. All right, so let's see if we can get a fortune card in regards to your reading. Stack number 3 viewers. So changes in the next 2 weeks. We want to see what's going on for you. Looks like good news, clarity, success in an endeavor. Whatever you've been struggling with, that's going to get cleared out of the way. The hard times are over. It kind of feels like things are going to start to make sense as well. Let's see, one card for stack number 3 viewers. Okay, it says fire, let go of emotional upheaval and embrace the renewal of the present. So that it could be fire sign energy. Sun is also Leo, and as I'm recording this, we are entering into a new moon in Leo, August 2020. So Leo, Aries, Sagittarius over here possibly. Maybe that's who you're dealing with. And the sun is also Leo. Nonetheless, this is saying, yeah, you're going to be able to let go of any challenge, upheaval that you've been facing, or maybe emotional upheaval with a certain someone, right? If you're in a disagreement with them, you couldn't see eye to eye, if you've been bickering, fighting, if you've been challenged by people, okay? Whatever struggle you've been feeling, you're going to be able to let go of that, right? Because there's a renewal happening in the present moment. The Ace of Swords is going to give us that breakthrough. It's going to give us that new energy, that renewal that we're looking for, right? So that makes complete sense. Let's see if we get a Making Magic Oracle. Let's get 2 of these. There's this energy of like being forged in fire, right? So again, the idea of challenges perhaps maybe are not in vain, you know? They're not in vain. And I honestly feel like so far, I know I haven't gotten to stack number 4 yet, but it does feel like these readings from 1 to 3 are already kind of running into each other in some way. All right, so let's see if we can get 2 of these for stack number 3 viewers. Okay, maybe it's, I almost want to take these 3. All right, let's see. Okay. Mystic Star, harmony in the home and great friendships. So again, if you are having struggles with people, it feels like you're going to be able to clear the air in that situation in the next 2 weeks. Okay. That does make sense. Again, if you've been struggling with something, again, this is also ushering in harmony. Star energy is also wish fulfillment. So if you've been hoping for a shift or something to change for the better with the sun energy, you're going to get your breakthrough moment. Okay. It says spirit, heavenly assistance from your angels and guides. So they are looking out for you in your situation. It says labyrinth, transition to a higher level of being, raising your energetic vibration. Enlightenment. Well, we do have the sun. The sun is definitely enlightenment, clarity. Like I said before, you're going to know what you're doing, where you're going. moving forward, okay? Now let's see what this says on the back. Distant dream. The distance calls your heart to roam free. As you dare dream it, so it must be. So there's something that you're dreaming about, wishing for, hoping for. We do have the star, okay? So I just say wish fulfillment. I wonder if there's a dream on your heart or a wish on your heart. And maybe you're hoping for that breakthrough or in regards to that dream on your heart. I really do feel like the sun is going to bring it in for you. The breakthrough moment to deliver it perhaps will arrive as well with the Ace of Swords. You're going to have your success moment. You're going to have your moment in the sun. You're going to have your time to shine over here with the star, because Spirit has your back on this. And you're transitioning from a period of struggle, like I was feeling. The struggle's over. You're transitioning from a period of struggle, okay, to a higher level of being. Things are getting better with the sun. So yeah, definitely that's confirmed. This Labyrinth card confirms the sun confirms that as well. And it kind of feels like wish fulfillment for whatever reason from this. So, stack number 3, this is your reading. I'm going to leave you here. If you feel that this has helped or confirmed something for you, by all means, please do let me know in the comment section. Like and share this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to, I guess, get notified, right? Because YouTube will send you a notification. Click that little bell so that way you don't miss a video, because I upload pretty often. So I appreciate all your support, your likes, your shares, your subscriptions, and every time you click that little bell. So if you want to also consider booking maybe a personal reading with me, if you feel led to, by all means check out my Etsy shop. The link to my shop is in the description box. All you have to do is check me out there, see what readings I have available, and you could book a reading whenever you feel guided to. So, stack number 3 viewers, best wishes to you. It looks like your breakthrough moment is coming, okay? After a moment of struggle, you're going to have your moment. So enjoy that in the next 2 weeks. I'd love to hear about it as well, okay? So take care of yourself, sending much love. Wherever you are, be well, and keep shining. Stack number 4 viewers, you chose this doorway or this card. And there's a message on the back here. I will incorporate that at the end of the reading. Okay, I'm just going to put that here for now because I want to focus now on your tarot. We're looking at changes that are occurring for you perhaps in the next 2 weeks, 14 days. Let's see if we can get a glimpse into what may be occurring for you. So let's see. What changes are or will be happening for you in the next 14 days or 2 weeks? Stack number 4 viewers. Let's see. What changes are occurring for you in the next 2 weeks? Let's see if we can get 3 cards. Okay. We have the Justice energy. We have the 6 of Pentacles. 2 energies of balance, by the way. And the Fool. This is beautiful. Okay, so lots of new energy happening here. Rights being wrong, or wrongs being righted. Okay, I don't know why I always get that mixed up. Wrongs being righted. It feels like justice is being served, or karma will be balancing the scales in your life in some way. Somebody's going to be getting their just rewards, possibly with the justice. If you've been deliberating or waiting on something to come to a final conclusion, it feels like it has, or it will in the next 2 weeks. Something's going to be decided, so that way you can start over and have a more balanced and reciprocal situation, maybe with somebody or in an environment or dynamic or in a circumstance in general. But this Justice energy can sometimes talk about the law, maybe justice being on your side in regards to legal matters. If you're waiting for a legal matter to settle itself, this is saying that it will. There might also be some money coming through as a result of it, because the 6 of Pentacles talks about gifts of money, compensation, generosity, sometimes even a loan or a gift or of a donation or something like that. I don't know. For some of you, a divorce might be final in the next 2 weeks. For some of you, the final paperwork or agreement or offer on a house might be finalized in the next 2 weeks. But whatever's going to be finalized with this Justice card, a lot of times talks about documents, by the way, so maybe documents being signed, something finalized, something coming to a final conclusion. Whatever is happening with that Justice energy is going to have a payout of some sort. It's going to yield some type of abundance or prosperity for you. Could be metaphysical abundance or maybe physical, tangible assets or money. But it's going to help you start over in a way that it's going to like free you up to do new things, go new places even. You're going to feel lighter for it because the Fool never travels with a heavy baggage. He travels very lightly. And it's this feeling of, yeah, I've done it, or I did it, or now I can move forward, I can move on, I can go wherever I want to go, do whatever I want to do. I don't have anything holding me back. I can take leaps of faith and kind of jump and see where the net appears for me to catch my fall, right? It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, I don't have to worry about anything with the Fool. Because the Fool energy is very carefree. He also lives very fear-free. He's fearless, right? I always look at the Fool like a bravery card because sometimes, you take that first step on a new journey. You have no clue where it's taking you, but, you got to do it. You got to take the first step. So I think whatever's happening over here, whatever needs finalized, will get finalized in a balanced and fair manner for you and for all parties involved. But it's going to help free you up to do something new, embark upon a new journey or adventure. You might be really excited about it. Brand new energy. So this is like the end of a chapter or the close of a book. And now here you are able to transition into a new journey, a new path altogether. Sometimes that Justice energy will talk about things kind of like being out of your hand or out of your immediate control. And it's like, sometimes with the Justice energy, when it comes through, it feels like we don't have a say over a certain situation. Like we have no sway, we have no say, we don't have any control over it. And it's kind of out of our hands. It's more or less, leave it to the universe to decide. And I think some of you have, with that Justice energy, maybe have been waiting for something to finalize itself because it really was outside of your immediate control. And if you've been waiting on something and at the mercy of it, this is saying, these two cards together, especially the Justice and the Six of Pentacles, are saying the result that you want, a happy result, a fair result, is what's going to be delivered. Something's going to conclude itself in a way that you're going to be really happy with, content with. It might have a payout in some way. You might benefit from it with the Six of Pentacles in some way. The final decision, you might benefit from it. Lady Justice always delivers the truth according to what's right and fair. So if there were any wrongs that occurred to you and you were waiting for justice to serve itself, it's going to turn out in your favor in a way that's going to allow you to maybe move on. Find the equilibrium and balance that you've been waiting for some time. If things have been out of whack or out of balance, things are going to balance themselves out. So that way you feel a little bit more free for it in the next 2 weeks. Decisions will be finalized in the next 2 weeks. Maybe paperwork signed and sealed. Signed, sealed, delivered. Paperwork might be signed and finalized and kind of cleaned up is also what I'm getting from this. No lingering, loose ends, all that stuff in your life. Even if it's not like paperwork or anything legal, it does feel like loose ends will be tied up, wrapped up, finalized in your life in the next 2 weeks. Anything that was lingering and kind of outside of your control that you didn't really have an immediate handle on is going to wrap itself up, tie itself up, figure itself out, and free you up so that way it's not an issue anymore. And that way here with the Fool energy, you're free to do whatever you want after the fact, because that's not going to be an issue anymore. It's not going to be in the way anymore in the next 2 weeks. I do feel like the Fool is, like the worries are cast off the shoulder with the Fool. Because something's resolved itself over here in the next 2 weeks. So the Fool now, which is you, would be very much living life, living its best life, and just enjoying the result of a situation that was maybe a long time in coming. Likewise, excited about what's to come. Because that's not a lingering problem anymore. That's like one less thing to worry about. That's kind of what this is feeling like. So the next 2 weeks or 14 days, you might have one less thing to worry yourself about. It will be wrapped up, finalized, concluded with the justice in a way that really is just going to balance the situation out for everybody involved. You might come into a little bit of money. You might sign paperwork on something. But it'll be a fair deal, a fair agreement. You might financially benefit from something in the next 2 weeks. Maybe a contract that you might benefit from in the next 2 weeks. I say benefit because of the Six of Pentacles. But it's going to help you start over and embark upon something new here with the Fool. So what I want to do, oh, this is Libra, by the way. Libra energy. So some of you could be Libra, or maybe that's somebody you're dealing with. Let's see if we can get a final oracle, not a final oracle, a fortune card. I'm actually going to grab several oracle cards. Let's see if we can grab a fortune card to kind of give us more info on this. So, changes that are occurring for you in the next 2 weeks. Stack number 4 viewers. Oh, that almost wanted to fly out. Let's see. One card for stack number 4 viewers. Okay. Oh, wow. Dragonfly, have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. So, changes. Renewal. Yeah, that would be the Fool energy again. The Fool embarks upon a new journey. So this is saying happy changes. And the Dragonfly also is an energy that is kind of light, an airy feeling that comes from it. So happy changes. Transition. Brand new energy coming your way as a result of whatever has been resolved here with the Justice. So something is going to resolve itself soon. For those of you who chose this, maybe who have waited for that, or been waiting for that to resolve itself for a while, it's going to finalize itself soon. All right, one enchanted evening, the perfect night. Well, that's basically saying to me that everything's going to, like, culminate. I guess that's the word. Everything's going to align in one night, or everything's just going to seem to change overnight. That's kind of what that's feeling like to me. Let's see if we can get to 2 more of these. It's like I'm feeling like from one day to the next. That's what that feels like. Like the magic is in the air and it's like boom, suddenly out of nowhere something shifts and changes and kind of clears the path for you. After so long of waiting for something to clear itself up, suddenly it does. Successful career, a happy working environment, pay raises and promotions. Well, if you've been, there you go. There's that money I was talking about that could be coming through with the 6 of Pentacles. A contract, maybe a career contract, maybe an agreement to work for somebody. Maybe you've been waiting for that job to come through. That would be that. Whoa, that's a lot of cards. Hold on here. Whoa, okay. There we go. Look at that. Prosperity, a prosperous business with riches and success. So, if you guys have been waiting for some kind of money to come through, pay raises, promotions, a prosperous business with riches and success. Like literally overnight, it kind of feels like. From one day to the next, things are just going to have a turn for the better. But yeah, that 6 of Pentacles looks like money will be coming through, or something will be finalized to then promote additional money. A gift, a windfall maybe. A pay raise for sure. Some sort of prosperity is going to be handed to you or given to you in the next 14 days. Maybe it's, if you own a business, maybe it'll be increased income as a result of your business thriving, right? And then with the Fool, it's like this energy of feeling really good because things are starting to happen. If there were some things outside of your control and now things are, happening for you, that's awesome. So it's basically saying have confidence, because this is a time of great joy, right? And this person in the card looks very happy. And renewal, brand new energy. So things are starting to happen. Let's see what this says. Begin here. Do not fear what travel brings, my dear. The moment is yours. Begin now, here. Well, doesn't the Fool take a journey, right? He travels. And I said he's fearless. He's fearless because you don't know where the journey's taking you, but you take that first step forward anyhow. The moment is now. This is a brand new chapter for you, stack number 4 viewers. So don't be scared, because the Fool is never scared. That, to me, goes together with the Fool. This is your moment. That's what this is also telling me. This is your moment. Finally, right? If things were outside of your control, things were held up, and you've been waiting for something to come through, finally, well, here's your moment. Stack number 4. Walk through that beautiful archway or that door, because your moment is now, okay? So prosperity, blessings, achievements, things being resolved. Feels like almost overnight. Just enjoy the journey with the Fool. Just enjoy it, because this is your time. So stack number 4, viewers, this is your reading. If you feel that this has helped or confirmed something for you, by all means, please do let me know in the comment section, because I do like hearing from everybody. If you want to support this channel, consider sharing and liking this video, subscribing if you haven't already, and if you want to go that extra step, click that little bell so that way you get notified every time I upload and you never miss a video. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, check out the description box, because the link to my Etsy shop is there. All you have to do is see what readings I have available when you visit, and you can book a reading whenever you feel guided to, okay? So with that, I'm going to leave you here, sending you much love wherever you are. I hope that you are well and safe. Take care of yourselves and keep shining.